Today I'm going to try using some of the same colors, general house paints. I used purple and fuchsia and white, and I'm going to do a sky and water. In this cup I put blue and kind of emerald green and white. Now today, instead of using rubbing alcohol, I used hair serum, argan hair oil. It gives completely different effects than alcohol, and after you use it, once it's cured and dried, you do have to clean it before varnishing. That is why I don't use it all the time, but I kind of wanted to show you the difference of effects by using silicone and rubbing alcohol. Alcohol tends to give more lacy cells, whereas silicones tend to give more circle cells, depending upon the day and the weather, but it tends to break apart or open up the paint a little and give more cells. Now I'm going to also try to put some mountains in here with some a little bit of dark black and other colors that I've kind of got together, and do a sky and some water. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. On this painting today I wrote joy and hope. There's a lot of people that spend time alone at Christmas and feel quite alone. So I just kind of wanted to write and think about those people and pray everybody has a good holiday season. And I guess we're going to see how this goes. Anyway, I'm going to pour it at an angle because I do want it to go flow across like clouds and water. And this was a canvas I had tried to do painting on, which didn't work, so I scraped and let it dry. I'm kind of lifting it up at an angle so I can get the paint on the side and on the edges. I'm just going to stand up and start pouring. Hopefully you can see it this time, because last time I realized I was out of the screen. So today I shouldn't be out of the screen. So hopefully this one will work way better. Sometimes I dream of different things and then it's like, I just gotta try that. See how that works. Now I just layered the paint in my cups alternately. I think I started with some purple this time. And went with that, so now I've got to move this paint around a little. You'll notice there's much more cells in this one than the one that I did the other day. And more distinct coloring. I'm just going to try to pull it so it's kind of straight across and get that excess paint off before I try to put the mountains in. I'm just trying to get some of that white ribbon off that edge, because the white really showed up quite ribbony there. Which is an effect I didn't want, but the best way to show you what the difference is in the materials you use is to try to use some of them. just kind of banging the air bubbles out because I don't like to use the other. And then I'm going to try to do kind of not use too much paint so I don't get these big black stuff in there, but I do want to kind of form some land. Kind of runs across without using too much paint. Making some hills in the background. Just kind of letting it run horizontally. So hopefully I get kind of a silhouette or a edge of land. Now I'm just going to kind of go up and hopefully make kind of a hill. I'll let that run down. Kind of get a horizon. Maybe pour a little bit more black so I take that pink out of there. This was all the things off of my thread, so I've got white and all kinds of colors in there, but it's creating quite cool. Just kind of natural effects. So now on the bottom, I start pouring strips is what I'm thinking now. I can get that white in there for kind of a water's edge is cool. Kind of get the motion of the water by pouring the colors on it. And yes, this is one very messy art. You'll notice I have paper and a rack for it to dry on. Because if you don't have, you got a hell of a mess on your floor. Ooh, I'm liking this. Getting that movement in the water and the white caps. I might need a little bit more black in here. Just to pull some different. Maybe even a little bit down here. Let it move. Yes, it's doing what I want and giving those different textures. And trying now to coat the sides just to make sure they're all coated. And the corners. Because nothing's worse than being all done and then seeing you missed a bunch. Oh, I like how this is turning out. I like the effect. Of the colors. Just gonna check this side to make sure I got the fuchsia all over. Sure looks like it did. I'm pretty sure on this end it's going to be covered because there's a lot of paint that ran off. And I guess I better drop it to pop all the bubbles. Seems to do pretty good for me anyway. And I think I'm almost done. I like it. It's such a different effect with the oils. You'll get little cells and not quite as feathery, but a totally different effect. And I usually have a stick to pull out little lumps, but of course I didn't get one ready, but I'm going to try to get this shoreline straight, or straighter. Maybe could pull it down a little, but I really don't want to pull it down too much. Because it will change the effect. But if I can gently pull that black down just a little bit, it might just do it. Well, you don't always think of mixing those colors together. But it is very pretty, and I wanted it kind of to look like a landscape. What I was looking for, seascape, or this figure, just because it's abstract, it doesn't mean we can't play and try new things. And you know what? I better stop. Because I always found the more you fiddle and play, the more likely you are to destroy what you already got. So I usually just wipe off all the big drips and just let it sit and drain for about an hour. It seems to take some time for all that excess paint to kind of slowly, even though the table's level, it's still somewhat will run or flow off the sides. Now I like that. I think that turned out great. Now hopefully I can get it to upload the right way, so it's not upside down. Because of course I can't tell yet, I haven't learned my camera, what's the right way and what's upside down, or my phone. But I'll figure it out, because now I know what position I'm in. See how it works. Alright. have wonderful holidays and talk to you soon.